and welcome here to MoreTalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys, to a video that I never thought I'd record, to a topic here that I never thought that I'd have to cover. But today, in this video, for one time only, we are going to be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo to Barça. I mean, really? Could that happen? That is the latest rumour, and we are going to discuss it today. So let's just get to this. Because look, guys, the truth is that today I obviously woke up, I look at the news, I have a look at what's going around, check out a few different websites, and obviously this is something that very, very quickly, that's going to make the headlines. Ronaldo, Barcelona, Barça chasing Ronaldo, that is always going to make big, big headlines, and I wasn't actually going to cover this story, because quite honestly, usually rumours like this, I don't even bother to waste your time, but I was really surprised with the amount of people who actually came to my most recent video there over on the main channel, and they said, look, can you talk about this? We want to hear your thoughts on Ronaldo to Barça. So look, that's why we're doing this video here. I am going to break it down. We are going to go through it and discuss what's been reported, and quite honestly, it is a bit crazy because, as we all know, Cristiano Ronaldo is a very good footballer. He is currently playing his football at Juventus, and indeed, things haven't exactly been going well for him there over the past season or so, particularly last season. Juventus, of course, as a team under Andrea Pirlo, they had their struggles, and even the last game of the season there, Ronaldo was left out altogether. He wasn't even part there of the starting 11 for what was a crucial game for them, which helped to clinch Champions League football at the very last game of the season. But still, I didn't expect this report today, because let's just start here by talking about where the rumour came from. AS there, who are part of the media in Madrid, that is in particular very, very important, because indeed, that media outlet has absolutely no connections to Barcelona, or indeed to Joan Laporta. So that is something that has to be made absolutely clear, and I do have to say that this mainly seems to be an opinion piece from the journalist in question, who is Javier Mantellenas, because Javier says Barcelona president Joan Laporta is currently looking at pulling off a transfer that would go down in the history of the game. He starts off in the article there by speaking about the kind of personality that new president Joan Laporta is, mentioning there the huge banner, of course, that he displayed just across the road that it was from the Bernabeu in Madrid, basically talking there about the fact that Laporta, he is a character, he is a real personality there, he's not afraid to put himself out there, he is not afraid to make some big calls, and ultimately to dream big. Now, the journalist goes on to talk about Lionel Messi's renewal. That's been, of course, Laporta's big target over the summer. Now, Javier, the journalist, believes that that deal is done, that Messi will renew at Barcelona, that Laporta has successfully done that, and now, with that in the bag, Laporta is looking at some other deals that he can complete this summer. Now, up until now, you're thinking, okay, those there, they're perfectly reasonable assumptions. There's nothing too crazy or unrealistic about what we've said so far in today's video. Well, prepare yourself. Get yourself ready here. Strap yourself into your seat. Make sure there's no drinks anywhere around you or anything you can sort of knock over in a hurry. Because the next thing that Javier there, the journalist, goes on to say is that Laporta's big ambition, his dream this summer, is to sign Cristiano Ronaldo. And indeed, you heard that right. Cristiano Ronaldo of Juventus, formerly there of Real Madrid. The Portuguese Ronaldo, 36-year-old Ronaldo, that is the man in question, who apparently Laporta wants to sign this summer. The journalist goes on to claim that Laporta is absolutely desperate there to see the two biggest stars in the game, the two biggest stars over so many of the past years in football. He wants to see them on the same field, and not only on the same field in terms there of Ronaldo and Messi in a Clasico, but he wants to see them in the same team, in the same shirts, and in the same front line. Now, of course, like I say, this is all based on opinion. None of this at all is fact. There is no evidence presented, nothing at all like that, because the journalist doesn't even stop there. Believe me, there is more to come here, because we move on. Javier says that it's unknown. He says it's very much unknown whether Ronaldo would be open to such a move to Barcelona. A club, of course, let's not forget, Ronaldo has faced there as a direct rival for so many years of his career. And the journalist goes on to say that his agent, Jorge Mendes, hasn't yet informed him of the proposal that's going to come from Barça. How convenient that as of right now, Ronaldo hasn't been made aware of this proposal from Joan Laporta, because the report then goes on to say, he actually goes on to detail exactly how he believes Laporta would try to pull off any such deal. It's claimed there that Barça would offer 2 big-name stars to Juventus in an exchange deal. He mentions Antoine Griezmann, he mentions Sergio Roberto, and maybe even Felipe Coutinho, thought to be the players there being considered. And of course, Juve have a long-standing interest as well in Ousmane Dembele. And the journalist says that the departure of such players as those from the wage bill at Barça would allow money to be spent on Ronaldo's wages. I mean, yeah, sure. Of course it would. Javier, though, he's not a man to get carried away. He's always somebody there to keep his feet on the ground. He does add that although it would be a costly deal to complete, he says that research shows that Barca's revenue would double with the prospect there of having Ronaldo and Messi in the same team, which he says could even go as far to help the club during its financial crisis there, you know, thinking about things like shirt sales, thinking about sponsors, all of that kind of stuff. I mean, imagining Messi and Ronaldo in the same team, it is honestly absolutely incredible. I don't really think we'd have ever seen anything like that in the sport before. He then goes on to say that Laporta's idea apparently has been met with enthusiasm by those around him. The journalist says that Laporta is aware that it's a long shot, but the journalist here, he says that even thinking about bringing Ronaldo and Messi together, it's a stroke of genius. He says Ronaldo's return would also be a huge boost to Spain, a big boost to La Liga, who've missed him since he's departed from Real Madrid. And he ends the article there with the final line: seek the impossible, Jan. And like I say, guys, honestly for me, this entire article is absolutely unbelievable. And I don't mean unbelievable as in, oh, this is just something else, you know, this is amazing. I mean unbelievable as in, I don't believe it. Because look at all the different things that have happened over the years, which basically says that this can't happen for 2 very simple reasons. Number 1, Barça do not want Ronaldo. Laporta does not want Ronaldo. He will not try and bring him here to the club. Any part of that deal, it is not going to be for us. And number 2, let's be realistic here. It's going to work 2 ways. Ronaldo wouldn't come here. I truly believe that he wouldn't want to play for Barca. He's very much a Real Madrid man. And for me, if you're talking about him there leaving Juve, if you're talking about him making a move this summer, he would be much, much more likely to return to Real Madrid than he would be to come anywhere near the Camp Nou, and I don't think he'd go back to Madrid either. I think Juve right now do have a bit of a problem. I don't think Ronaldo has quite worked out in the way they'd hoped. I think Ronaldo too has suffered some problems there that maybe he didn't anticipate, but we are not the answer to those problems. We have no place here for you, Cristiano. Sorry about that, my friend. And Javier, great article, because you really have to praise the author here for the imagination that he's shown with what we've just read. So that right there, guys, is all of the very latest on Cristiano Ronaldo to Barcelona. Like I say, it wasn't something that I was going to discuss. It wasn't something that I planned to do. But because so many of you guys wanted to know, basically, what did the report say? What did it mean? Is there any truth in it whatsoever? But I have to come here and say, it was interestingly written. And I think one thing that I would say, and one thing I have actually felt for a while when it comes to Cristiano and Messi, 2 players, of course, who've been at the peak of their powers for so many years, pushing each other to unbelievable heights. I would like to see them one day on the same team, in the same shirt. I don't think, and I don't want that to be Barca, but I mean in a charity game, something like that, after their careers are over, and maybe even MLS, you never know, but I think certainly there, it would be fun in a charity match to see the 2 of them playing together. You imagine there Messi from that playmaking position, putting a lovely sweeping ball in behind there with his left foot, Ronaldo in that poacher role now that he finds himself in. We know that he's ruthless inside that 6-yard box. Messi supplying Ronaldo, coming to your screen soon. Maybe, but not at Barca. That is today's video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sure that you all have some really interesting opinions. But until next time, thank you for watching, and as always, Visca El Barça.